October 16th, Wednesday. Challenge toward what God desires. Acts chapter 1, verse 14. All these with one accord were devoting themselves to prayer, together with the women and Mary the mother of Jesus and his brothers. The field contains many circumstances that are painful, cause conflicts of interest, or are just completely opposite of one's ideals. Moses also went through this experience. God told Moses to go through Pharaoh. However, this was in complete opposition with Moses' thoughts. Although Moses was powerless, he obeyed and went before Pharaoh. Later, he finally discovered all the God-given answers. You too must begin the challenge that God desires by possessing the power and mystery of his kingdom. This is the challenge of healing those who are caught in Satan's traps, frames, and snares, and the 12 problems that he created. How can you accomplish this? Number 1. The greatest prayer. The people who gathered in Mark's upper room seemed worthless in the eyes of the world. However, they held on to the covenant of Christ on Calvary, God's kingdom on the Mount of Olives, and the filling of the Holy Spirit, and began to pray in Mark's upper room. Don't try to solve your problems. Instead, hold on to them and begin praying. When you enjoy the 21 points of the evangelist's life that come from the mystery of Christ, God's kingdom and the filling of the Holy Spirit for 24 hours, then God's power, which is 25 hours, will be revealed in the field. Also, you will change the field with the power of eternity. Number 2. The Greatest Evangelism. If you confirm God's covenant, you will receive answers ahead of time. Peter actually held on to God's covenant and confirmed the answer of the works of the Holy Spirit ahead of time in Mark's upper room. Then he went into the evangelism field and raised a lame beggar. Also, he left behind disciples wherever he went. Later, Paul raised the next generation by going into synagogues and sent letters to relay the mission to all places. Furthermore, he held on to the covenant to save Rome also. Number 3. The Greatest Mason Movement. Simply stated, you must make your field into a mission home. In this age, when churches are closing their doors and idolatry temples are reviving, you must fight the spiritual war by building a church that will save the 237 nations. Also, RUTCs must be established in every region to raise remnants who will reveal evidences in this age. God's promises do not change. The covenant that God has given you is eternal and will surely be fulfilled. Hold on to that covenant and challenge today. Prayer of the Evangelist. Dear God, thank you for calling me into the covenant journey. May my life be inside of your eternal covenant.